Shane here with my video log of natural competitor in and off season. Last video, I was just coming off the show at the Gateway and was still undecided as to what the plans for the rest of fall were going to be. Have went ahead and made that transition into reverse diet. Um, have to give John Gorman props for that. It's nearly 2 weeks after the show, and I'm 5 to 7 pounds over competition weight. And honestly, I feel better than I ever have after the end of the show. At this point in time, this is usually when you've overeaten for a week and self-indulged and gotten almost as bad as where you had started. So really feeling good right now, but I do feel good about the decision to postpone competing until next spring. Life has just been super busy getting ready for the show that I promote on November 9th, the USA Super Pro Qualifier in the Bluffs Classic, and that's been eating up almost all of my day, getting entries and working on that. But back to off season. Basically, for the first week following the contest, I went right back to my um, prep week diet and basically got 6 or 7 of the 12 pounds that I had gained over the weekend after 2 bad meals. A lot of people don't realize just how quickly that weight can pile on. A lot of that's water weight, but got that back under wraps and now slowly increasing more carbs and calories and a little more fat back into the diet. So things are going really well. Next for me, I've decided it's going to be Liberty, starting in late April of 2014. From there, I'll probably be hitting the Des Moines Natural Iowa Show, and I'm also going to hit the Heartland Classic in Omaha. So be looking for updates on those shows as we move forward, and we'll go from there. But want to talk a little bit today about judges' results. Big controversy as far as whether to get your judges' results, what they mean, are they good? A couple schools of thought out there are that the judges' comments aren't worth anything, and the other one is that they are very valuable. NAMDF has changed its scoring system this year to a 1-point system. That was something I was very much against, just because on the score sheets you used to see a score for symmetry and a separate score for muscularity and your placing. So those scores did have more value then because, in the case of any ties, symmetry breaks that tie. So symmetry has a lot more power over muscularity than people give it credit for. So it's very important to get your body parts balanced out size-wise and proportion-wise, and to work on your posing to hide your flaws and show your good attributes. So with that being said, now we've got this single score system where you don't really see that. The comments are still there. You're still going to hopefully get very detailed information as far as what parts need more work, whether you just need to be leaner overall. But the important comments are the ones where you see differences in symmetry. Like if they're saying a certain body part needs to be larger, or work on a specific muscle group, those are the comments that you need to tune into. The other thing is, I think a lot of people are expecting this to be a positive experience or a lot of positive feedback when they read their judges' comments. And, that's really not the way they're intended, and you have to know that going in. They are meant to be critical. They're meant to take your body and your performance and break it down and tear it apart and show you ways to improve that for the future. So with that being said, a lot of the comments on there are not positive remarks. They're going to be the things that you need to improve on. So if you're getting judges' results from a standpoint of I want to feel better about my performance than I did after, I would say that that would definitely be a mistake. However, if you're getting them knowing that that's going to be used for improvement, and that you know they're picking you apart and looking for your weaknesses, because that's essentially what we're doing as a judge, is looking for weaknesses, so that you can improve for future shows, then I would say they're definitely beneficial. I still would encourage everyone to attend an after party or talk to all the judges immediately following the show, same day, or definitely within the first week. Shoot them an email, give them a phone call, give them your number, their reference, while everything's fresh on their mind. Talking to them at the next show after they've judged that one, um, they're going to be possibly confused and jumbled as to the two shows. They may not even remember you if they've looked at over 200 athletes. Um, However, if you catch them at that after party or at that immediately following that night show and ask them for your feedback in person, that is where I believe you get the best information possible for what to improve on in the future. I know it's great to go out with your friends and eat pizza and everything like that, but those after parties have all those things too. But if you're not speaking with the judges when you're there, then you're kind of missing out on room for improvement. Um, at the Gateway, I didn't place and wasn't real. I mean, I was happy with my performance because it did really well and it was a super competitive show. Um, but perfect example. I hung out at the after party. I talked with at least five of the seven judges, and pretty consistent feedback that I just need to overall be leaner. And so that's what I'm working on for the rest of this year and in the next spring. I'm going to stay on this reverse diet. I'll be weighing and measuring all my food every day. On my refeed days, I will allow myself a cheat meal here and there as they come up, but everything will be very monitored and controlled, and my weight is going to stay within 10 pounds of where it was when I stepped on stage this time around. So, um, I've got a little bit of room, but I'm going to keep it tight this year so I don't have to do a 6-month prep. Hopefully I'm right there. Um, and pretty much after first of the year, first week of January, it'll be time to really tighten it down and crank things back up again. I do plan on doing regular posing. Cardio's now cut back to 3 days a week. I'm doing 2 days of high intensity cardio, 1 day of steady state, and that's pretty much it. So looking forward to spring 2014 competition, and I'll look for you guys at the Gateway. And if you have a chance and you're thinking about competing, I would recommend to all of you to come and watch a show before you compete. That's kind of the first step I always tell people to do, is go and watch a show, then talk with fellow competitors about what it takes to compete and enter. And then I would highly recommend meeting with a prep coach to see what your options are there as far as nutrition, workout design, what their process is, if you think that works and fits into your body type and your style. And I would encourage you to reach out to promoters of the show and get their feedback. Everybody's got a little bit different take, but I always recommend as a first step for people to go and watch a show. So anybody that's in the Omaha area, I'd love to have you come out and visit us at the USA and Bluffs Classic on November 9th, 2013. And you can get tickets at ticketomaha.com. And we're at the Orpheum Theater. It's a great theater. Seats 2,400 people. Should be a great show. Prejudging starts at 9, and our final show will be at 4. If you're looking at competing, I strongly suggest that you do come to prejudging so you see what's actually scored. However, the night show is a great chance to see all the competitors do their individual routines and super motivating. Um, and we'll go from there. So we will see you next video, and I'll keep you updated on how my progress is going through the reverse diet, and what my workout style is moving forward, and we'll go from there. Thanks.